friends! Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the faves and fails for the month of March. If you happen to be new here, hi, my name is Nicole. I love doing BoxyCharm makeup, faves and fails, deep dive reviews, skincare, the whole thing. And I've got some great products to talk about from the Ulta 21-day sale, some not so great things to talk about from BoxyCharm, which hurts because I love BoxyCharm. They are a long-term relationship for me here on my channel, really. And I've got some amazing lifestyle goodies to share with you. So much goodness happening for you right now, but also shout outs. I love shouting you guys out every single month because you are my favorite part of the month every single month. So be sure to stay tuned till the end of this video to see if you happen to be shouted out this month. One of the first things I am super excited to share with you guys is this gorgeous rose arrangement. This is from Rose Forever in New York, and it's one of those gorgeous, I see celebrities get these all the time. They're like in a hat box and they're a bunch of roses. What I didn't know is that these roses are real and they're going to last a year. Yes, you heard that right. They're real and they last a year. And they don't require any maintenance from me, which, oh my gosh. I'm super excited to be able to put in this video and showcase for you guys when I'm on Instagram. And if you don't follow me there, you can follow me right here. You will have already seen me unboxing these because Roses Forever reached out to me and they were like, hey Nicole, we love seeing your content. Would you be interested in getting some roses for your B-roll, for the things where you're showcasing the products, and it's just a gorgeous centerpiece for maybe the background in your videos? And I was like, this is gorgeous. Yes, please. They also have a variety of boxed hats and roses to put in there. You can get large ones or a smaller amount. This is a 9 rose bouquet, and as you guys know, I live in a tiny house, so that just makes the most sense for me personally. I've honestly been trying to figure out how to do more product inserts. And you guys saw in my February video, I had this gorgeous little guy that I just got from like a Big Lots. I used this little guy just to kind of like showcase next to my products as I was inserting what they call B-roll, where you put in the clips of the products so you can see it closer up, and to give you a little bit more to look at when someone's just sitting here talking at you, talking about makeup or whatever they're enjoying at the moment. I just thought it was really sweet that they wanted to give me another piece to put in with my product inserts, and I just think they're gorgeous. And I love that this is small enough for my tiny house that it doesn't take up a lot of room. You can get bigger ones. You can get some that are in like the shape of a box, like a square. I wanted the circular one for room's sake, but I am really enjoying these a lot. I do have a discount code below from them. I thought that was really sweet that they were offering a discount for you guys. This is just PR. It is not sponsored at all. They just wanted me to have it for my B-roll if I wanted it. I thought that was so sweet. But you can get $15 off of a bouquet if you want to use my code, Nicole15, and I'll leave their link below. I'm really loving these. I love the fact that I don't need to maintain them either because I don't have a green thumb at all. I've tried. I can't even really keep my palm trees alive that I have outside. So I really don't have to do anything for these. I just get to display them in my home, and they're real roses. And you can pick from a variety of colors like I mentioned, but this was something I had to share because you're going to see this throughout the video in my inserts, which I thought was super sweet. So thank you so much, Rose Forever. Whew. Now, I have a lot of skincare to talk about that's brand new from the Ulta 21-day sale. I've got some BoxyCharm things in here that, honestly, if you follow me on Instagram, you're going to know that I am a little peeved right now at BoxyCharm, and I'm usually a silver lining kind of girl. I always try to keep an open mind, be positive, assume positive intent, but these... we'll get into that in a second. But yes, there's absolutely some faves and fails, a little bit of a haul going on in here. So many good things to wrap up the month of March. So if you are ready to hang out with me, grab your tea, grab your snack, get comfy because we are getting into this all right now. Cheers! Got some things I'm loving, some things I'm not loving. I think I'm going to start with skincare, mostly because this is something that you're going to hear more about on my channel as I get to use things up more, because obviously with skincare, you can't just do a first impressions type thing. You need to give it a longer amount of time. But there is one piece in here that I've had in my collection for years and years. If you did watch my skincare video, I did an AM and PM skincare video, specifically with a lot of the things that we've gotten from BoxyCharm, because a lot of you guys have been asking me, how do you like to use this? How do you like to use that? I do have my winter AM and PM video up. I will link it above for you so you can check that out if you missed it. But I featured this a lot. But if you've been a long-time viewer here, you know I love this. This is the Peach and Lily Glass Refining Serum. I have found this to be an amazing piece for my skin. I bought this myself. I have thrown my own dollars at this plenty of times. And I love that it is actually part of the Ulta 21 day sales, or like the sister products are too. I've gotten a discount on this from Ulta, I think last year, and I already have a backup because I know I'm gonna go through this. I do not keep backups in this tiny house unless it is like actually validated somehow in my mind, because I don't have a lot of storage. So when I saw the Ulta 21 day sale had other sister products to my Ride or Die serum, I was like, you know what, Nichole, you have invested enough time and love and money into this to know that this is good for you. Imagine how good this could be with its sister products. So, yeah, I bought more. I also purchased the Wild Dew Treatment Essence Drench and Rewind. This is a lotus and bamboo. My husband said it looks like fancy water, but what I do is after I wash my face or I get out of the shower, I put this, at first I put it on a cotton pad, but then I started just using my fingertips and I think I like that better, and just spread it all over my face. I definitely noticed this already starting to tighten in a good way and make my skin feel like glass almost immediately after using this. And then I also purchased the Peach and Lily Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. I know that this is going to do something great for me because I've only started using this a little bit. And just like matcha, it is definitely green. It's definitely hydrating and it's not giving me any breakouts. Moisturizers, I need to be a little bit more delicate and do a little bit more investigating with them because my skin does tend to break out. And if it is going to break out, it's usually because of a moisturizer or a product or a chemical or something in a thicker product. So far, this is doing great things for my skin. And I actually jumped on Instagram one morning that had no makeup on, not even a filter or anything. And a lot of you guys were like, your skin is looking great. Keep in mind, I've already had a skincare regime going and I have a video up about it, but I have been trying these ever since I got them and putting them with this favorite. I'm not mad. I'm loving what I'm seeing with my skin. So I'm really curious how this is going to develop as spring rolls on. So since these are higher end loves and stuff I'm trying, I really wanted to tell you about something that I kind of have in the category of it's new to my collection. I have not tried it the entire month, just like some of these skincare pieces, but I am not new to this brand, and it is a drugstore brand. I've already mentioned this in my springtime products I'm excited to use video. I'll link that above for you as well. But I already know I am loving this. I've only had it now for, I believe, about 2 weeks at this moment. So about midway through the month I got it, and okay, it was pricey where I purchased it, but some of you guys let me know that it was less pricey on Amazon, I think. Let me do some quick looking. Ooh, if you buy it at Target, it is cheaper than it is at Ulta and cheaper than what I'm seeing on Amazon. It's the brand new CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Wrinkle Blurring Pressed Powder. Okay, guys, I am loving this a lot. I already sneaked it for you in that springtime video that I mentioned. I purchased it at Walgreens, not even realizing that this sucker was going to ring up for like $17 and some change. Again, I felt a little robbed. I didn't even see the gun. It was a whole thing. But apparently other places are being more competitive. I heard you could get it on Amazon cheaper, but I'm seeing it definitely at Target for $12.99. So that may be a little bit more pocket friendly for you. I think this powder is really, really good. So it does come with a little sponge that you can use, and that's how I used it the first day, but it almost had too much coverage. It almost blurred me too much, and that sounds weird. I know. So what I've been doing the past maybe week or so is taking one of my Alamar brushes that's really beautiful to go right under the eyes, down the nose, and the crevices, all the things, tapping it into here and going under the eyes, down here, putting it up in other areas that I want some more blur. This stuff, it means business, and it's CoverGirl. It's cruelty-free. It's, you know, not super inexpensive, but again, if you shop around, if you look for the deals, it looks like it's not even on sale at Target. It's just $12.99 listed at Target. Don't go to Walgreens, go to Target apparently. I am really enjoying this because I tend to get wrinkles under the eyes, especially as I'm trying different foundations. And a lot of you guys know we're getting some really thick foundations from BoxyCharm. This Fenty foundation is a thicker B. A foundation that I love and actually already has some blur to it is the Natasha Denona Transform Matte. This works great with that too. I have yet to have, where's that other drugstore one that I love? The Milani Conceal and Perfect. This is a great drugstore brand that is a bit thicker. This stuff just, it doesn't allow the creasing to happen. It just is like, oh no, we get in here. We're getting all smooth up in here. I'm loving that. I also use it on the lid so that way anything that I'm doing as far as a primer goes doesn't crease. I'm loving this. It's definitely, as I'm bringing it to the front of my face, blurring all my pores. This is like witchcraft. If you don't like hyaluronic acid or vitamin C, this may not be your jam because it does have those things. But oh my golly, this is working so great that I am putting this in my morning routine already on the ongoing. There's no like pulling it out to try other things. I'm like, this is, I mean, I still love CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. This is still an awesome product and cheaper. But oh my golly, this is changing the game for me at the moment. I'm in a little bit of a love affair. And speaking of powders, since I just now talked about, I'm kind of going back and forth here. The first one was higher end. This is drugstore, budget friendly. Now I'm going to tell you about a pricier powder, but I got it from BoxyCharm. So really I'm winning on the deal. It just took forever and a day to get it. And I did let you guys know that my choice item of the Fenty powder, this is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder, was like in no man's land for shipping. They shipped it separately from my very delayed premium box, and then they said it delivered when it really didn't. Well, it finally showed up. Long story long, the girl finally showed up, and I am loving it. At first I was concerned because it's in the shade Cashew, which is the color I chose. I was like, ooh, it actually does have some color to it. And I'm more familiar, at least recently, with some translucent powders. Let me tell you something. If I take this fluffier brush from Baddington, which is honestly a really soft brush that I feel like can push product into your skin without making it too cakey, too thick, too dry looking. Loving this brush. Got it from Boxy. If I swirl this baby in here and tap it in, I do some pressing and packing motions and then just kind of like use it as a start of a bronze part of the face. It melts into my skin so gloriously that I'm like doing powder on top of powder. Now keep in mind, I'm an oily skin girl and I can get away with that a little bit better, but nothing is even looking like it's dry. Nothing is looking paper mache. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not getting crepey, it's not getting gross. And then I will sometimes just use a little bit of a spray down just to like push it all together, make it seamless and one. But you're talking to a girl that's done nothing but natural looks for over a year, and I didn't see that changing anytime soon in 2021. But now that I'm getting such outstanding powders, it's looking a bit more full coverage, but not looking more full coverage. It's just making me look seamless, glass-like, warmed up, but just in the right ways. I'm so good. So happy that this powder finally showed up, but I'm also glad that they're all working so well together. Again, drugstore, high-end, all of the powder, I'm just throwing it on my face. So many good things to tell you about. I don't even want to go over to the bad bin or the bad bag because I do have a bad bag started that I thought for a video it could be interesting. What if I did a bunch of things that I've let you know in like these fail videos or kind of like my overviews and being like, this isn't really jiving with me. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. What if I did a whole video of a try-on dedicated to just all of these things? Would you like to see that? Let me know in the comments below. Something else that I did get from the Ulta 21-day sale, and I got this mostly because I've heard from you guys that this is an amazing moisturizer and sunscreen for going under the makeup, because I'm really trying to investigate a good one for that is cruelty-free. But this is hecka pricey. So if it weren't on the Ulta 21-day sale, girl, I don't know if I would have tried this. But so far, it's still early in the season. I mean, I'm filming this, you know, it's March. It's the March Faves and Fails. My husband did a whole day of golf with this. I have tried this under makeup. So this is something I'm trying right now from the Ulta 21-day sale, and I wanted you to know about it first thing in the beginning half of spring. This is the Murad Antioxidant rich SPF moisturizer with vitamin C and potent antioxidants. It's an environmental shield and it's got 30 SPF on it. Like I said, I've only gotten to try this a little bit, but I intentionally purchased it because a lot of you guys, and I think I did a poll on Instagram and I was like, hey, have you tried this? How do you feel about this? Give me your thoughts, and I left it open-ended for you to leave your responses. And you guys definitely flooded those comments letting me know that you were like, either I've heard really good things and I want to try it, or you've tried it and you love it, it's your ride or die. So I'm super excited to start implementing this into my spring and summertime routine. I got it half off with the Ulta 21-day sale. I'm telling you, it seems kind of pricey, especially for the size, but I'm gonna let you know if it's worth it. I'm gonna let you know. Stay tuned, be subscribed, hit the bell, do the YouTube-y things. All right. I've been trying to avoid getting into this because I love BoxyCharm. You know, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes you need to go to a little bit of a relationship boot camp. I've been in this long-term relationship with BoxyCharm, and you know, we have our tiffs, we have our moments where things aren't always perfect, but we always come back together. I'm getting frustrated this year, and you just can't help but notice, and if you didn't know, because I think I dropped a bomb on some people in my last BoxyCharm video, Ipsy bought BoxyCharm in 2020. They were supposed to be staying two different entities as far as like what the public sees as far as its own box versus bag. And both Ipsy and BoxyCharm, from what I'm hearing from you guys, because I don't get Ipsy anymore, are struggling in this first half of the year. A lot of us do think that it's, you know, growing pains. We're switching probably distribution centers. They're probably figuring out who's doing what amongst the staff as far as purchasing. There's all kinds of things, I'm sure. Just doesn't change the fact that all of a sudden I've gotten a ton of duplicates. I'm not happy about that. Also, we're getting brands and stuff in the box that I just think is a little, I don't want to say crap because it may not work for me, but it may work for a few people out there, but it seems to be a minority. Like there's not a lot of people loving specific products. So my BoxyCharm Premium did show up. It did. I felt like I didn't want to do a full dedicated video to it because if you saw on Instagram where I shared kind of what was going on, it just was, it was a lot of repeats. I got the Becca foundation again, but in the wrong shade, in the shade Honey. Some of you let me know that that happened to you too. And I think that's why I told you they sent like an email saying here's $12 off of, you know, your next pop-up or something. Well, that didn't cover the value of that. So I was like, okay. Also got, I think this is my third Iconic London Illuminizer for highlighting. I think this is the third one I've received, but because I already got rid of the box it came in, this is a different box because I was going to put it this for the giveaway. I apparently can't do much about it because they want to see, I guess, the shipping or the label that came with this. I don't know. It's just frustrating. And I've heard these brushes are okay. I don't know about having them in a premium box, but I was just really sad to see, one, there was duplicates. We all know how I feel about that Becca foundation. It did me dirty. It was not good for my skin type in the least. And I got it in the shade, oh, shade Maple, not Honey, the shade Maple. It's just, it wasn't a lot of great stuff. It was a lot of repeats for me, and I know you can get repeats after 12 months, but a lot of these are within the 12-month period, so I'm totally disappointed. And then, I did get stuff that I asked for. This is the Glow Drops Hydra Bright Alpha Arbutin Drops. So I'm excited to play with this from Glow Skin. I also am wearing the lip gloss today from Rodin. It went really well with the Ofra lipstick that I had on in the shade Miami Fever. It's kind of a nice combo I've got going. I'm not mad at this. And this smells like a cookie. Thin Mint. It smells like a Thin Mint cookie. And it's not a very opaque gloss, but it's a nice, you know, loosen up maybe a matte lip gloss. But then I got this Kypris combo that I do want to take a second to give you information about. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm not trying to be negative, but I found on Instagram and I shared this there and I'm going to share this here just so you know, because I do have more people here. The Kypris brand is an all natural brand. And a lot of us noticed when you were trying to use this primer piece, it was chunky. It seemed to, some people said, had a smell to it. Mine already looks pretty crusty cakey here, and then I'll see if I can get any out. It's not an attractive piece that you want to put on delicate parts of your skin. I can't even get a bunch out. Oh man, kind of like chunky milk in there. I don't know what's happening. Not very good, not good. according to what they said on Instagram, and I'll share that here, it does not smell good. They said it is supposed to be a thicker consistency. They recommend giving it a gentle shake. Somebody was asking questions about the serum because they had a question on their Instagram, the Kypress. I'm speaking specifically about Kypress. It says, I have questions about the smell and things like that. And they were like, yes, if you have questions, please contact BoxyCharm. However, please keep in mind, we are a natural brand. We do not believe in scenting products that are worn around the eye area. So if you are likely noticing a scent, it's probably the natural characteristic profile of the minerals and formulas in this formula. I was like, okay, maybe I can accept that. And somebody else said, hey, is this a thick formula? And they said yes. About this eyeshadow palette, they said, I noticed that the back of it says it's only 3 months of a shelf life. And then I looked at it, I was like, oh, it does say only 3 months shelf life. And they replied saying, yes, our shimmer palette contains ingredients typically reserved for skincare. And this is reflective in the suggested use by date in the offering, although it is a very conservative expiration date. My concern with that piece, though, is this is supposed to be $145. But you're only supposed to be able to use this for 3 months according to their own expiration, even if it is conservative. And this piece is already really chunky and not applying well, even if you would want to. And then I found this in their Instagram as well. Somebody said, I received this product today from BoxyCharm, and the serum is like toothpaste. I can agree, that's what mine looks like too. She said, it's chunky brown and it smells like gasoline. I don't know if mine is brown. And she said, hi, lovely, this is not typical. Please reach out to BoxyCharm. And then more people were commenting underneath this and said, same, it appears this is happening to quite a few people who received this set. Same descriptions of the serum. Smells, it's off, it's chunky. It will not pick up in the dropper. You just saw I couldn't pick it up. And somebody else said theirs is dried out with clumps. I would never put this on my face. So we're not the only, there's not just a few of us noticing this. It's a wide, sounds like, variety. And then I did go onto the online reviews and left my own personal reviews that I was like, BoxyCharm, please don't work with this company again. 3 months for a $145 palette or, you know, combo. And this, if you guys did get this and you love it, please let us know. But every review I found, oh wow, this is what it's looked like as it's drying on my hand. Yeah, it is a little clumpy because it's not like I tried to spread it in, but it's like a yellow tint and it looks, I don't know if you can see this on camera, it looks kind of scaly. I don't think I'm gonna keep this, and I definitely wouldn't even want to pass this on to somebody else. I'm really frustrated about the palette too because I tried and I spent more than like 15 minutes putting all of these on my arm after I put on the primer on my arm too, just to see how much buildup I could get. And these are not worth that value in my mind for the way I like makeup, personally. I tried putting it on my eyes, just this, not the primer, on top of an eye look I already had going, thinking maybe it'll dress it up, maybe it'll do something for it. And it really was nothing special. It really didn't do anything. Actually, it kind of like, this is going to sound weird, it kind of dulled down the shimmer I already had on my lids. It didn't make it pop more. And I was thinking from an all shimmer palette that really does look beautiful in the palette. When you're looking in there, you're really thinking you're going to get something extra special from it. At least I did. But I'm going to coat up again here on the fingers. It definitely spreads out too. I mean, you see the reflective properties, and on camera I doubt you'll be able to kind of see like how it actually represents in person, but not impressed. I'm trying to decide if I even want to keep these shimmers because I definitely believe I'm getting rid of this piece because that's just nasty looking. But I'm super disappointing for the high dollar value that the box was claiming, because what did they say? Where's that card? Yeah, this combo was supposed to be $145. But the palette alone on their website said like almost just that same amount. So I was really confused. And I'm really disappointed this came in a premium box. I know the value was supposed to be there, but I'd rather have gotten a Tarte palette or something else. Not very disappointed. Not mad at you, BoxyCharm. I'm just disappointed. So, I mean, a lot of people said they were not too pleased with their March boxes from BoxyCharm. And a lot of people are struggling with their Ipsy bags. They were saying they were having a hard time getting those in when they wouldn't normally maybe be seeing so many issues. So I'm thinking growing pains as far as shipping and stuff goes, and the delays, because you saw I didn't get my premium box again till much later in the month. But as far as like the product selections go, I'm wondering if we're starting to merge internal teams as well. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you guys watch my videos, probably not, but please don't work with them again. This was not good for many of us. And I have been trying to leave reviews for good things and things that are just not jiving with me, so they know. It's not just me talking here into my Instagram and YouTubes, but actually going to give them direct feedback, because this was no bueno. Need a sip after that. I think we all just need a sip after that. And while I'm on the gravy train of just getting out the negativity and cleansing my soul from the BoxyCharm talks, I don't know, maybe I'll put this in that video I was telling you about of the, you know, the bad bag, all the stuff that I'm not loving, to actively show it to you in real time. But this is the AMNH glitter lip mask that I did talk about in my recent video. I think one person said that they actually did enjoy it and they thought it did, you know, hydrate their lips in my comments. That's awesome if it worked for you. This 24 gold lip plumping mask, maybe it's my skin, maybe it's, you know, some people's skin versus other types of skin. I can just say this dried me out really, really bad, and then I had glitter on my face to then try to do my makeup. Or at the end of the day, if I were to do this at the end of the day, I would be going to bed and putting this on my pillow. This is not something I can see myself keeping. If anything, like I said, I could do that video and let you see it in real time if you're interested. Let me know. But this was a big nope for me. Big nope, nope, nope. Okay, let's move on to more positivity. Bring back the positive vibes. Let's talk about the Ulta 21 day sale and how I did stay up till 1 in the morning to get my Becca. Are you ready? Let's get in it. You guys know I am super duper sad that Becca is closing this year, and I have tried 4 different times. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To order from the Becca website the products that I love. Even without the sales, as soon as it was announced, I was like, I mean, maybe I should do a whole dedicated video at some point of all the products I love from Becca to show you how they work. But then again, if I do that, what if you can't get it and they're pricey? I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I have feelings. This under eye brightening corrector, they just got this back in stock. Love, love, love. Oh yeah, and one of the other things that I really, really wanted, and I saw they had it on sale when I was trying to place my order, was the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. This one I have here is in the shade Pink Haze. I kept telling you I fell in love with this from a BoxyCharm pop-up. Nobody was even talking about it really at the moment, and I'm like, I use this to have a poreless face, to look very natural and breezy and go. Love, love, love. I was trying to place an order for this like a million trillion times. Okay, 4. But I couldn't get it, and the orders wouldn't go through, and I was so frustrated. And you know I have a Glower Anonymous problem, and I need a support group because I hit so much pan on my Becca highlighter within, like, I don't know, months of receiving it. I just couldn't stop. It's a thing. I obsessed, and I was like, I need a backup. I need a backup. And I was starting to get the itchy feeling when I couldn't get it, you know what I mean? So I heard that, you know, Ulta was going to be putting them for half off in their 21-day sale. And every comment I kept seeing about this on Instagram and online was they're going to sell out. They're going to sell out fast. And your girl lives on the East Coast. I used to live in the Midwest where I could just stay up till midnight and place my order and go. But I live on the East Coast now, so I had to make a commitment. And I had to talk to my husband, and I was like, listen, this is important to me. Yes, I am also a businesswoman and have a real job where I do other stuff all the time, but this is important to my soul, my makeup creative soul, my skin soul. I need these highlighters. So I'm going to be getting up at 1 a.m. And his response in true husband form was like, why don't you just stay up? Just stay up. Just don't make yourself wake up. Just stay up. So I did. Thanks, husband. I bought 3 of the highlighters. I was sitting here going, should I get more than 1 champagne pop? And then I was like, there are a few things in my collection that I love that I think I may even have a very inexpensive dupe or close enough to for the champagne pop. I'm not kidding you. I'm thinking about doing a video on that soon. Like, if I do a Becca video, I was thinking I would include, like, maybe I found some dupes. Maybe a little bit. You know what I mean? But I did get the champagne pop one. Comes in its own special box because it's a, you know, champagne-y color compared to their normal gray toned one. I got 1 more of the champagne pop because I'm obsessed. This formula really helps out a girl that has texture on her face. It really helps just everything look smooth. You can build it up. I just look like a glazed donut in real life with my highlighter, and I don't care. I'm just living my best life with all the highlight. But I also realized I had never tried some of other people's Die Hard like shades, and I thought, this is my last chance. If I don't do it now, when would I ever do it? I may not have the opportunity. What if I don't ever find them in a TJ Maxx? These thoughts went through my head at, you know, 12:45 as I was like perusing on their website going, which ones do I want? So I got 2 of the shades that I've always been curious about as well. I also got Moonstone here, which is a much cooler tone. I swatched these again for you guys on Instagram. This one is a lot paler. So this one's going to be great for winter time or for the eyes, the inner corner. I can use them on the face too, but they'll definitely be a little bit more noticeable, a little bit more blingy because they're cooler toned. Here, I'll just do some finger swatches for you here with the Champagne Pop. This is Champagne Pop. This is Moonstone. Whenever I say Moonstone, I always think of that Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movie that was like a Halloween movie. Does anybody watch that? Any other millennials in the audience feel me? That's what I think of when I say Moonstone. This is Opal. Everyone's talking about Opal. I heard Andrea Mattiliano talk about the Opal shade as being another one of her favorites, and I was like, well then girl, I gotta know if, because we have a lot of similar things we like. That is on my ring finger, and it is beautiful. Once I got this, I started wearing this one just to like mix it up a little bit more because it's got that more brown undertone to it, so it's a little bit more natural and neutral, and it just gives you that, you know, golden goddess look that you know I love. But these are the shades that I was super excited to get. And then, girl, the Becca gods just opened up, and they were like, Nichole, go to TJ Maxx, just go see what's there. And then I did. And I ended up getting 2 more things from Becca, and they were sitting there for like $9.99 each. And I was super excited because I knew I wanted to try more of their, what is this actual thing called? Shimmering Skin Perfector pressed powders. That's what they call them. I call them just, you know, icing for my face, but they have, you know, really fancy names for them. I also picked up Dreamsicle. I picked up Dreamsicle here, and this is going to be gorgeous for spring and summer, I feel. It's got this like pinkier tone to it. It's here on my pinky, but I'm wearing this today with some blush and bronzer, and I just feel like all of these really just go with my skin pretty well. I think a lot of people maybe have decluttered Dreamsicle by now because it's maybe not the natural like one of these 3, but I'm not mad at it at the moment. And I only got it for $9.99, so I feel like I'm getting away with something. You know what I mean? And it's a really pretty color for spring. This is not how I usually apply my highlighter, obviously, but sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I now have 4 more of these and a backup of my Champagne Pop. I may have a problem, but I need another tiny house for all of this. And I let you guys know just a second ago that I was trying really hard to get that soft blurring powder, but their website wasn't working, and they actually had it for a really great price on Becca. When I was in TJ Maxx, I found the other color that I've always wanted to try, but, you know, didn't want to throw a lot of money at it because I got the first one on a BoxyCharm pop-up. So I was so excited. This one is the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder in the shade Golden Hour. I was concerned it could be too dark for me, but then when I was at TJ Maxx, I was like, it's $9.99. You're supposed to have this. This is Kismet. This is meant to be. And the color actually has been working really great for me, and I'm not even like that summertime tan yet. I use this with a looser fluffy brush, and the way that I have been using this the past few days when I have been popping into it is just putting it on, this is an Aesthetica P12 brush. I love this brush. I tend to use it a lot for like that final powder down or the in-between powder down when things maybe need to be set a little bit better. And I just kind of like press it into my skin, and this blurs all of those pores. This puts everything back together, and if maybe you added too much blush or too much bronzer, this kind of just likes to even everything back out and makes it all glorious. I love it. So I was concerned at first that Golden Hour might be too dark for me, but so far it seems to be working fine. Or I'm just so in love that it's one of those things where maybe he's not a great match for you, but we're meant to be because we are. There was a Facebook quiz about it, and it said we were. It's kind of like that. But so far I think it's great. Not mad at it. Looks beautiful. If I could get one more of the Pink Haze before I can no longer get them, I'm going to do that too. But I'm getting a lot in this tiny beauty space, and I don't like duplicates, but I feel like when something that you love and you know has become a new staple for you that you use weekly, not just like on the, like time to time, but like weekly, I've been using a lot of the stuff. I need it. I need it. I need it. Oh, something else that I wanted to tell you guys, and I did, again, showcase how I used this product in my skincare video. A lot of you let me know that you've been noticing my brows are looking really good. The only thing that I have been doing differently is putting the Babe Lash in my brows about 2 to 3 times a week in the front half and just kind of running it through and then running across my lash line. That is the only thing that I've been doing different. So I think this Babe Lash, you got to kind of keep up with it, but it works. This is the only real thing that I have been adding to like my routine. And again, I don't even do it daily. So now I feel like I need to tell you about a mascara that honestly, I know some people love, and I think certain things work for certain people and certain things don't work for others. I keep trying to go back to this mascara because I know a lot of people love it, and I got it in a box. This is the Superhero It Cosmetics mascara. It's just way too clumpy for me. I even took a photo of me using this, I think yesterday, and it is super clumpy on the lashes and it starts to get clumpy under the lashes. It's just not a formula that I think I can get behind. I keep wanting to love it, and I try it again every like year and a half, you know, because sometimes tastes change, formulas change, all the stuff. It just doesn't work so great for me. Ooh, but I am loving the new Dominique lip liner that I got from BoxyCharm. This is amazing. I love the triangular tip on it as well. It does a beautiful job of carving out the lips. You can kind of overline them if you want. Mine is in the shade Crush. So, so good. I talked about a thinner eyebrow pencil in my February faves, but this is the one I've been reaching for the most of March. This is the Real Her one. It's just called the I Am Inspiring, and there's no name on it. I hate that about some of these brands where you don't get to know the color shade, because what if I want to buy it again? It's got a really nice thin tip to it, and I can really draw out some of my feathery brow pieces right up front, and it does a great job. I feel like with this brow pencil, because it is a deeper color too, I can just use this and hardly put any powder in my brows and go. So I think the Babe Lash is really supporting that because I've got thicker brows, but also I feel like this actually is a great tone, color, and consistency, and it lasts. I'm loving that. I'm going to go ahead and say, if you are interested in my BoxyCharm giveaway for the month of March, it's going to be this one where I talk about the Globes, Iconic London Illuminator, Becca foundation in the shade Maple. If it doesn't work for you, maybe it works for a friend or a family member. And some brushes, because I'm kind of on brush overload at the moment, and I don't want to wash the ones I have. I'll leave all the information in the description box for you down below. For lifestyle pieces, I really talked about a lot of things, a lot of things in my springtime video. So I'm going to be linking that above and below for you to check out some of the lifestyle stuff that I am loving. And don't forget, if you are curious on getting your own bouquet that's going to last a year, you don't have to do anything to it, and it's just gorgeous, and you want a discount on it, check out my code and the link below for the Rose Forever bouquets. I think this is a gorgeous focal piece now in my tiny little living room, and it's so stunning. It just looks so classy. And now I gotta shout out some people, and I wish I could shout out more people, but I would be spending my whole video just shouting out people, so always stay tuned and be subscribed because you never know when I'm gonna shout you out. I see so many of you guys in my comments. But Carla, girl, I see you all the time. Young at Heart Carla is her full YouTuber name, and I just think you're one of the first people I see almost in every single one of my videos, just kind of giving me your support, your love, giving me your thoughts. I love seeing you in my comments. Thank you so much, girl. And Nichole Davis. I love another Nichole that spells her name just as uniquely as I do. She spells it Nichole. Girl, I love seeing you in my comments too, and on Instagram. You guys are so sweet. I love that this community is so supportive, and we're just really happy for each other, and we want to talk about makeup and have our chatty girl times together. I love commenting back to you guys too. Like I said, I would keep going on and on. I just want to pick up my phone and list out 17 more of you, but I can't do that or it would take forever. But just know I see you guys all the time. I always read my comments, and I try to reply back to as many as I can, and you just never know when you could be shouted out next in my faves and fails. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my loud, weird, crazy, unique channel, hi new friends. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on all of these fun, loud, weird, unique videos I do every single week. Bye friends!